How do you define acceleration? We have defined in chapter number 2. Yes, acceleration is rate of a change of velocity with time. Here we have to define A part, question number 5. A part, angular acceleration. Yes, the definition is angular acceleration is defined as a rate of a change of angular velocity with respect to time. Rate of change of angular velocity with the time. That means what? d omega by dt. Symbol for the same is what? Alpha? Only magnitude. So, in the first part, we deal with only the uniform circular motion, means a particle moves with the constant omega. That's first part you will deal with in this particular chapter. But as per definition, if omega remains constant, for example, fan at present, it is moving with the omega remains a constant. So, if omega is constant, rate of change of omega with the time is 0. So, at present, fan under steady rotational condition, angular acceleration is 0. But when you switch on, then what is the status? Omega increases. There is a rate of a change of omega when you switch on or switch off. First part. Then relationship. There's a second part, part B, relationship. The relation of alpha and A. A is equal to ddt of V. V is equal to what? R omega. If R is constant, d omega by dt. d omega by dt is what? Alpha. So, A is equal to R alpha, where A is linear acceleration, R is radius, and alpha is what? Angular acceleration. Units. SI unit for this, yes, omega, angle per unit time. This is time, so it is a radian per second divided by second. What you get is radian per second square. Dimensions, yes. Dimensional formula for angle is what? M0, L0, T0 by time square T minus 2. Time with you is 4 minutes to write. Try numerical number 17, 17. Result is A is equal to R alpha. Question is, the angular velocity of a particle moving in a circle of radius 50 centimeter is increased in 5 minutes from 100 revolutions per minute to 400 revolutions per minute. Find angular acceleration and linear acceleration. What is given is, particle is moving in a circle of what radius? Yes, 50 centimeter, 0.5 meter, first part. And it was, the wheel was rotating at certain number of rotations. How many revolutions per second? Per minute? 100 revolutions per minute. Agreed? 60 seconds. So this was the initial status. And what we have done is, after some time, after how much time? 5 minutes, it changes to new speed. The speed increases. How much? Second case, the same particle, 400 revolutions by 60 seconds. This is a photograph at t is equal to 0. This is a photograph at t is equal to 5 minutes. This is a case of a regulator. Regulator, fan regulator at number 1. It is 100 rotations per minute, say RPM, rotations or revolutions per minute. And you change it to 4. Now it is 400 RPM. It has taken some time to shift from 100 RPM to 400 RPM. This is a case of a mixer grinder when you change the speed. This is a case of a washing machine when you can change the speed. Number of machines where initial RPM is given, you use a regulator, a switch, a rotational device to increase its rotation from 100 to 400. And what do you want to find out is, yes, find A part, yes, angular acceleration alpha. B part, linear acceleration A. Time with you is 2 minutes to try. Find alpha. You can refer to the definition. Alpha means what? Anyone with answer, please? 1, 2, 3, 4. As per definition, angular acceleration alpha is equal to change in angular velocity over change in time. Final angular velocity, or omega 2 minus omega 1 over time. It is equal to 2 pi f2 minus 2 pi f1 over delta t is equal to 2 pi is common. F2 is how much? Yes, 400 rotations per second divided by 60 seconds minus initial frequency f1. Yes, 100 by 60 divided by time taken. How much? 5 minutes means, yes, 1 minute is 60 seconds. 5 into 60, 300 seconds. So it is 300 seconds. Now SI unit for angular acceleration is angle, radian. This is radian per second divided by second. Radian per second square. Solve and come out with the answer. Answer has to be in SI units, radian per second square. Answer please. Pi by 30 radian per second. How many of you are getting pi by 30 radian per second square? Pi by 30 radian per second square is the answer. Solve B part. 1 minute to solve B part. Linear acceleration A. The relationship alpha you have solved. Alpha you have solved. Earlier it was not known. Now you know it. It is pi by 30 radian per second square. How do you find A? Yes. The relationship between A and alpha is what? A is equal to R alpha. R is equal to 0.5. Alpha is equal to what? Pi by 30 radian per second square. SI unit for acceleration is meter per second square. So it is pi by 60 meter per second square. SI units. Our answer is in SI units. In case you want it to centimeter per second square, then change 1 meter to 100 centimeter. Just to tell you the answer, otherwise this is correct. SI units. This is from where you start the experiment. Initial. T is equal to 0, speed is termed as u. When you start, the time is 0. When you start taking observation, time is 0. That is the starting point. That is where T is equal to 0. So if you take this to be 1 minute, then it is after 5 minutes, then it will be 6. So it is your choice. T is equal to 0. It doesn't mean that is at 12 o'clock. When you start the experiment in the lab, take that time T is equal to 0.